So I just finished making breakfast, and oh yeah, and good morning guys. So I'm still just outside of Capitol Reef National Park. I'm gonna go back in, check out some petroglyphs, maybe do the scenic drive down into more of the park, and then I'll probably head out. I did try doing the junior ranger book, but I'll have to check the ranger activities for today. I already missed the first one, which was at 8:30 this morning. But I'll have to do one of those in order to get the badge. So we'll see how it goes. So the wind is like picking up really bad out here, but I'm hoping once I'm in the park it's not going to be so bad because of like the canyon walls protecting the road and whatnot. But yeah, I just turned on the car and the wind was like howling. All right, well, let's head out. So here is the Bowen cabin. I'm gonna say that wrong, but it's an old cabin that was built in the 1880s, 1882 by Elijah and his family, but just after a couple of years they moved into the local town nearby, Frutia, because this part would flood so often. But it's interesting, an 1800s cabin is still sitting here. And then this wall over here, it's got a lot of holes in it. Super cool the way it's eroding. Lots of cobwebs, can't really see inside. Very minimal. In 1896, there's a family photo, and they had 13 kids at that point. So I wonder how many were living in this little cabin back in 1882. All right, I'm headed down the road a little bit more. I'm on the boardwalk to go find some petroglyphs. I found some! Oh my gosh! Okay, here's the one right in front of me. Looks like a person and a sheep, a bighorn sheep. Looks like there's another person next to it. And then over on this rock face, you can see a little bit. They're harder, but then over here, you can see maybe a coyote or a dog, and then another sheep, and then that M-looking thing. So I made it onto the scenic drive. I passed by the visitor center. Lots of people there, but this park is relatively quiet compared to Zion, and even Bryce Canyon was super busy. So I'm happy to be where there's not too many people, and especially since I'm here during the middle of the week, it also makes it a quieter experience. Marmot crossings. There's like a whole town area back here. The Gifford House Museum and Store. And there's tons of buildings and places to park. I'm out here on the scenic drive. Just found a pull off and wanted to show you guys all these magnificent layers of rocks out here. So many pretty colors. A lot of the road is like 10 miles an hour, so it's a pretty slow 10 miles. And the road isn't very wide. So reading here in the map, I'm learning a little bit about the geology and why it looks the way it does. And when you look out, you can see kind of this uplift in the landscape, how the land is going up. So that's called a wrinkle in the Earth's crust. So the deposit of all the different things that happen, lava, sand, oceans, and then the uplift where the tectonic plates move create a very specific thing called a monocline. And it's a one-sided fold in an otherwise horizontal rock layer. So all of this being said, when you look out, that angle is what Capitol Reef is known for, and what I had seen previously when I hadn't been in the park. This whole geological wonder happens for about 100 miles, it says, from Thousand Lake Mountain to Lake Powell. This phenomenon is happening. I have kind of reached the end of the trail. I'm at this parking here, and it's dirt road going back into the Capitol Gorge, to the Capitol Gorge Trail. I don't think I'll go back there because it's probably hard to turn around once you get down, but it's beautiful, and the little bit, like the half mile to get to this point, is through like a really windy area. I almost ran into a motorcyclist, but it's just gorgeous. This is a great scenic drive. Doesn't even feel like 10 miles when you're going so slow. It's just, you're just so astounded by the views everywhere. And it's pretty windy in this area, so the gusts are bringing up a lot of dust. So I'm reading about the Capitol Gorge Trail. It's only 1 mile, and it's a deep canyon, historic inscriptions, short climb to water pockets and tanks. So it looks like if I were to go down there, there's a pioneer register probably on a rock and the tanks. Maybe I will drive down there and check out that trail. I've made it to the end of the road. I'm kind of parked in a weird spot. It's just really kind of crazy to get down this road, and like I thought, it wasn't going to be a very big parking lot at the end, so I'm parked along the road here in some sandy dirt. But I'm going to go do that mile hike and check out those inscriptions on the rock. I cannot believe this, but way up here. Wow. They must have had some rock climbers back in the day. That is incredible. That's probably like 50, 75 feet up off the ground. Well, that was super cool, and I am now headed out of Capitol Reef. I'm still on the scenic drive. I just got done with the dirt road. But I wanted to tell you guys that this is the 7th national park, national monument that I've been to in the last 2 weeks. And I was just thinking about it, and 4 out of the 7 I did not have to pay for entering the park. So City of Rocks, Capitol Reef, the one I'm at right now, Great Basin, and Pipe Springs. Those 4 national parks and national monuments I did not have to pay for to get into them, but there are certain parts of them that I could pay for to, like I paid for the caves at Great Basin, and I used my pass to go on this scenic drive. So if you're looking for some places to go check out the last few vlogs that I've been through, because I've been just, you know, national park hopping for the most part, and they've all been amazing, and I've found very easy camping nearby. So free camping, by the way, because all the campgrounds have been full anyways, so to just go to these places off the cuff isn't really available. You'd have to plan some places like Zion National Park 13 months in advance to really get a room at the lodge, or I don't know how many months out you need to plan to just get a campsite. So some ideas for you guys, and I hope that you stay tuned for the next few vlogs. I'm not really sure what I'll be up to. That's the cool thing about what I've been doing, is I've just kind of been searching out places to explore and then heading to them. So after this point, I'm gonna be going to Moab. I'm gonna be headed there today and getting a shower and getting some food, hopefully between today and tomorrow. But then after that, I'm not sure, so you're just gonna have to stay tuned what I get myself into. But we'll finish today first. This is really pretty, these dark brown and gray sand areas. I am in Hanksville. I'm not getting gas here because it's $3.19 per gallon, but I am gonna go inside this hollow mountain where it seems like the gas station store is like inside of there. So we're gonna go check it out. I'm taking a break because it's so annoying to drive with all this wind. You can see how much this boat thing is moving. It says it's about 20-mile-an-hour winds right now, so not really fun to drive in on windy roads. The hollow mountain was pretty typical on the inside. There wasn't really any exposed rock until you looked back in the restroom hallway. Then you could see that they had carved it out. I got 2 things, and guess how much it cost? $8.14. That's like a lot. So tonight's dinner is Mountain House eggs and bacon with ramen. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's what I'm having for dinner. And camp is gorgeous, absolutely amazing, and pretty quiet. It's a Thursday night just outside of Moab on the north side, and I don't have a camper around really. There's one way over there, but I'm really liking it. Come the weekend though, it's gonna be redonkulous, so gotta prepare myself. Thank you guys so much for watching another vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and it gave you some ideas of some places to check out. If you would like to find me on social media, I'm at Curious Carly on Instagram and on Facebook. If you would like to support me and my channel, please head down to the description below, and there is links to PayPal and Patreon. Over on Patreon, I just give you a few things here and there, let you know when I've put up a new podcast or when I'm going to be releasing some really cool videos. I'll give you a little sneak peek on that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye! Stay curious.